Moving on to the third on the programme and the third at Happy Valley on Wednesday nights. There's a Class 4, again over the 1,200 metres, headed by Jolly Bountiful, a two-time distance winner. Joe Murray not riding Wednesday night. This is Zach Pert and John Size once more. Wonderful journey, takes the drop back in class. California Legend on debut. Shine a Lot drops in class as well, comes out of Griffin Company, or back out of Griffin Company now into handicap. Gift of Lifeline, third on his last start behind E-Master. Le Terroir, fourth course and distance behind London Master. Young Empire's got a wide gate, but can roll forward from barrier 12, as could Very Sweet Orange, but he's got the inside draw, barrier 1, and Victor Wong taking £7 off his back as well. Jolly Bountiful, California Legend, Young Empire and Very Sweet Orange have been up at Chung Fa within the last month.
Speed of the race, well, Very Sweet Orange is a quick horse. Young Empire, Flying Monkey are both horses that like to get forward when they can. The newcomer, California Legend, has shown some pace in a couple of his trials. He's had a lot of them. He's been here for quite some time, but he might be posted looking at that speed map on screen, but it should be solid enough, the tempo.
Jolly Bountiful's been going well up in Chung Fa. I just thought I'd show the highlight there on the main track at Chung Fa. These horses do get the benefit of galloping on the main track, and you can see him going nicely there, and he's now down here in Hong Kong for tomorrow. And Gift of Lifeline, I thought he goes nicely. He's not posting any sort of time, but he does it nice and relaxed, and stepping up to 1,200 metres looks ideal, I thought, for Gift of Lifeline. Barrier number 5 and Sylvester de Souza will be a board change of jockey there. And Le Terroir, I made him the long shot last time, and he stormed home late. He did a nice run there, just as good long shots do, ran a nice fourth. And he's hasn't taken a backward step there either.
All right, Le Terroir, we'll keep an eye out for him. Might even come back and look at him as well in a second. This is the first leg of the six-up. There's $500,000 going into the pool, so an estimated dividend in the region of $3 million. If you are a six-up player, we'll try and narrow it down for you. Starting off with Jolly Bountiful, and this one's for you. This was back at the end of Jan.
Yeah, he's got blinkers going on first time. I thought he ran better coming onto the turf last start behind Exceptional Desire, but of the two, I'm going to stick with Jolly Bountiful as the one to side with, but I was a bit disappointed, as were most, at $1.80 in favourite last start. But he is better than that, so he's worth another chance, and he's likely to get a decent tempo here. Yeah,
his work has been good as leading into it. I've got others to beat him with the big weight. He has to carry the 133, but I've got him in the numbers.
It's probably a little bit unlucky, wasn't he, the start before behind Navas, finished third, beaten a nose. But this is Generous Heart on the all-weather, but don't mind him back on the turf either.
Yeah, me either. I've got him in for sure. Generous Heart, he's been running really well on this all-weather, but he's a two-time winner at a Happy Valley, both over this course and distance. He's had 10 goes over the course and distance for 2 wins. And the way he's been hitting the line, I think he's a good chance in this race.
Dennis Yip close to a milestone, nearing his 700th winner. And he's well-rated, Generous Heart. That's a tick alongside his name.
All right, OK, so he's definitely in the mix. Gift of Lifeline. This is start number 4. And certainly start number 3 was a much improved effort, finishing third here behind E-Master.
Some of his initial trials were quite good too, suggesting that at some stage he was going to really ping and let down with a bit of hustle and bustle, and that was the case, I thought, here. And I think now, stepping up to 1,200 metres with the 3 runs under his belt, a good barrier, he can probably posse up midfield. If he finds the line like that with a quick sectional late, he'll be right at the finish.
Yeah, I agree. And he's down 123 pounds. He's not the biggest horse around as well. So to carry that type of weight, I think is good for him as well.
All right, Wonderful Journey takes a drop in class here. This is him last time out at Sha Tin. A 3-time course and distance when it does run into a bit of a trouble. It doesn't cost him the win, but a bit of momentum.
Yeah, not far behind Hard Promise, who's been in decent form. I think last win, mid-70s. He's won off 80 as well. It's been a few seasons since he's won, but he's got himself down into the right grade. You know, an ageing galloper now, but this just highlights that he's still got plenty of zest and, you know, confidence within his racing. He wasn't beaten far there in a good race.
He's drawn to run well, wasn't he? Barrier 3, so he'll get his opportunity.
That's amazing chocolate just on his inside over there. Ran well on the weekend as well. Jolly Bountiful favourite again, Paul?
Yeah, I've got him in, but only on the minor line. I like Gift of Lifeline, stepping up to 1,200 metres. Son of Piero, this one. He should get a nice run and be midfield from his barrier number 5. Le Terroir, I'm not going to drop off him. I made him the long shot last time. He's in there again, once again. Another one, he's double figures once again. He's drawn wide, but he'll be the one running on late. Generous Heart likewise. And then Jolly Bountiful, 9, 10, 4, 1. I think 9 can win this, though.
Yeah, I'm with you, Paul. I'll give him a chance. 9 on top. He is a lightly raced galloper, so sometimes consistency can be issues with these horses as they progress through their careers. But I think he's a good chance based on his last run, and he's always looked like he's got some ability. Wonderful journey back into the right grade. Generous Heart's extremely well rated. This could be just perfect for him with Matthew Poon aboard as well. And Jolly Bountiful, I couldn't leave him out, but I'm happy to double bank at 2 and 9 and work around them. I'll throw in the 10 as well, Le Terroir. Otherwise, Paul will get upset with me.
All right, there you go. Yeah, 2 and 9, that's my Quinella as well. Quite like Wonderful Journey, though, dropping in class. That's the first leg of the 6-up. Next up for us is race number 4. That's the first leg of the Triple Trio. We'll be back for that right after this.